Cake, 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 cake. Okay, if you know me, you know by now that like I'm in love with carrot cake, right? It's the healthiest of all cakes because it's made of carrots. No, of course it's not. It's fucking cream cheese frosting. That shit gets all fattening fast. Dude, German chocolate cake's pretty great too, right? Like, I forget the frosting you typically put on that one, but I know it has coconut in it. I can't remember. I cannot remember for the life of me. I think red velvet cake is probably the most overrated cake. It looks like fabric, and I mean, I guess it can be good if you get a gourmet one, but you're just eating some like shit that a church person is selling you for fucking crack money. Yeah, I don't know. It'd suck. Takes a good baker to make a good red velvet cake. A carrot cake, you can make a shitty ass one, it'll still be fucking good. I remember too, there's a cake called Better Than Sex Cake, right? Like, I remember when I was a kid first hearing of that cake at a church fundraiser, and I was like, what? How do these nuns who are all about celibacy like know to eat better than sex cake? Like, how are you not gonna squirt through your outfits and shit, you know, if you're eating that? No, but is better than cake sex really better than sex? Leave your answer in the comments. No, there's no comments. Fuck, this isn't you. I'm too lazy to do the YouTube Patreon shit. I guess I need to do it. I don't know. And pineapple upside down cake. Like, is it really upside down? Is it really any good? Because pineapples are kind of like low tier fruit, right? I mean, it's okay, the pineapple. And then you have the whole argument if it belongs on pizza. And I'm like, yeah, pineapples are okay with Canadian bacon on pizza. And then you get into the argument and another argument as to why they call Canadian bacon ham. Like, who the fuck is naming and creating these pizza terms and combinations? Like, we should just be happy with pepperoni and that pizza was ever even invented, you know? A quick side note, because I always talk about wrestling. There's this wrestler named Luigi Primo, and he looks like a stereotypical Italian, and he sounds like this. And he wears an apron, and he wears an apron in the ring, and he literally like spins around a piece of cloth that is supposed to imitate pizza dough while he fights his opponent in the match. And I see that, and I'm like, wait, why isn't this a DQ? I mean, he's using a foreign object in the ring, but whatever. I'm overthinking this macho bullshit or so. Why am I? Okay, I'm sorry, right? I was about pineapples and pineapple upside down cake. Like, is it the official cake of Stranger Things? Get it? Because it's upside down? I've never seen Stranger Things. I'm not gonna mess with that. Also, did you know upside down pineapples is like the official logo for a swinger? Like, I'm serious. Like if you carry the emblem of an upside down pineapple, or if you have an upside down pineapple on your lawn, it means you're in like an open relationship and you're down to swing with other open relationship people. I swear to you, it's fucking real. Like, you can look that up. Like, do swingers eat all this pineapple upside down cake while having their orgies, and the juice helps them recover their semen gauge quicker? Does pineapple do that to the dick? I want a girl with a short skirt and a long jacket. Yeah, jack it off, you pineapple eating freaks. Anyone else here really sensitive with smells? That's my transition. Like, I remember when I would hang out with that one white girl that would feed me her hair, right? She smelled so fucking good, man. Her perfume was like succubus sweat or something. God, I love spooning with that big butt and watching Rick and Morty and just smelling her hair. I mean, it didn't taste as good, but smelling it was fucking great. But then on the other side of the spectrum, bad smells like fuck me up. They lower my HP. No, real bad. Like, I remember when I worked at my old store for my grocery job, I was a cashier, and there was this one dude there that was like super handicapped, right? Well, not super handicapped. His body just looked warped. Like, his right arm and his left leg was fucked up, so his equilibrium was screwed up, and he would be dragged around. Like, you know how the Egyptian hieroglyphics looked? Like, that's how he literally walked. Anyways, he smelled really bad, and people were confused on the reason. Some people said it was his religion and that kept him from bathing, and others said it was just because of how fucked up his body was, and he couldn't like reach himself to bathe properly. Either way, God, he smelled bad, right? He like the smell. Okay, like have you ever, out of depression or being sick or just for the sake of science as a young kid, not shower for maybe 3 or 4 days, and then you smell either your crotch or your armpits? He smelled like that to where it lingered as he walked by. And dude, when I would have to cashier behind his register and then the fan was like wafting his smell to me, I could not stand it. I would start itching. Like how bad he smelled made me itch. Like it gave me an allergic reaction to his odor. And oh my God, dude, when I worked at Home Depot, I would unload the truck right by hand, and this one dude would come in overnight, and God, he smelled so bad too. He was like a pretty big dude, and he would wear the same thing every day. And I don't get that because I would wear the same thing every day. I didn't fucking smell bad, but I care. I spray a degree deodorant on, right? But this dude, I don't know if it was a hygiene issue. He couldn't smell himself, but man, this guy smelled like he smelled. Have you ever left your clothes in the washer? But if you were to leave them in there for weeks and not put detergent, he smelled like water mold smell, like wet mold smell. And my body would like just start shutting down when he was around too. Like he was like, it was like breathing in the nerve gas from the movie The Rock, the one with Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery, where they break into fucking, what is it, Alcatraz, to stop that nerve gas rockets, you know? Like, like my skin would start bubbling and my eyes would melt. Hey, the movie The Rock. And then smells. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, man, speaking of work. I know that's my transition. I was at my grocery store job, right? And usually I'm a huge asshole just because I just hate people. And I guess because I'm bipolar. I don't know. That's what my doctor says. Anyways, there was this one old guy there, like an old guy customer named Roy, and he would come in, and I guess he was like a veteran or something. I would help him pick out avocados or pick out melons, and he's actually a pretty cool guy, right? Every now and then I'm able to make some sort of human connection with people. I don't know. I'll try every once in a while, but anyways, there was this one time he comes in, right, in one of those electric carts. He tells me, oh man, Lorenzo, my gout has been pretty bad, so I gotta stay off my feet as much as I can. I'm like, okay, man, hey, I'll help you shop, right? You know, help him out. Oh, okay, thanks. And then, you know, right in the middle when we're shopping in the produce, he's like, man, you know, I've been having this pain in my side for a while, right around here. And he takes his hand and he grabs like the side of my stomach and he starts rubbing it, right? And he's like, yeah, it hurts right around here. And he just like keeps rubbing it for like an uncomfortable amount of time and just stared at me. And I'm like, oh man, that sucks, Roy. Well, I've got to get back to work. And like, yeah, it was weird when he was caressing the side of my body. A couple of thoughts went through my head, right? One was he seeing how my inner organs were to maybe, I don't know, ask for one of my kidneys or a piece of my liver or something just in case? Or was he trying to be inviting into, hey, are you down to mess around? I've got this upside down pineapple tattoo on my back. Haha. So yeah, I'm not sure how he meant by that. And I mean, I kind of get how women feel when they're sexually harassed, because I felt like kind of dirty after that. That was my Me Too movement. You know, it was pretty fucking crazy to me. Oh, and lastly, I saw Rebel Wilson is in the news, and not because she lost all that weight. But she had a baby, and it's funny because she lost all that weight and had a baby, but she didn't have the baby. It was with the help of a surrogate, right? And I mean, I guess that's cool, but kind of creepy. Right? Okay, I get if maybe you want to be a mother, but you don't have enough eggs or you're not healthy enough to carry a baby. I get it, right? But to do it just to do it because you have the money and don't want to go through the whole birthing process. Maybe you're like her, you're a busy woman or whatever. I don't know. Sounds kind of like you're being lazy, or you just want to skip the steps. I assume a majority of mothers will tell you that being pregnant and feeling the child grow in you and all that is a huge part of the miracle of childbirth. And again, in my own thoughts, I assume the mother gets as close to the baby as it ever will get when it's in the womb and you're carrying it for 9 months. I mean, I could be wrong because they had to rip me out of my mom because I was a fucking C-section baby, and look where that went, right? But if you look at it, dude, everything's like a surrogate now. You got your DoorDash person, someone's making the food for you, and then someone's grabbing it for you and bringing it to you. They're just a surrogate of you going to do that. And then you have the curbside shoppers in the stores picking everything out. They're just your surrogate, picking all that shit out. I assume it's going to get to the point where we're in metaverse VR, and we're connected, to people having sex, and we're just feeling the pleasures of it through our brains with the neurotransmitters or something like they do with the helmets in Demolition Man, where they don't need to, get messy. It's just, you just feel what you feel, I don't know. I could be overthinking this, right? About the surrogate people, they walk on by. Where they replace you, they live your life. They steal your life. But that's today's episode, right? Go enjoy a slice of cake, whatever flavors you may like. If you're a swinger, buy an entire pineapple cake for all your orgy guests. Come on, be a good host, Remember to bathe, because you're an adult. Fucking bathe. Don't fucking smell bad, you lazy piece of shit. And try to get out. Don't let these surrogate people steal your life, and try not to get sexually harassed by any old men. And go watch Chainsaw Man on anime, because it's pretty cool. Anime is kind of cool. Anyways, bye.